lot. So I like the idea of playing him at left back in the right situation. You kind of saw it when Miller came off against the Netherlands, how he struggled. So I'd expect a lot of that Miller-Davies do, and I think that can get the best out of him defensively while still using his offensive qualities, which you want if you're Canada. You need if you're Canada, I'd even argue.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point, because I remember back in 2019 in Nations League when the Canadian men defeated the Americans for the first time in a very, long time. There was a ton of excitement around it. And then in the second match, when Herdman tried to play him a little further up, there really wasn't that left back or somebody who could switch back and cover that area. Canada got so exposed. Enter Atakubi, to your point, enter Miller, and now you can do that with somebody with Alphonso Davies. So yes, we've seen him grow, but we've also seen the team grow, especially on that left side as well. Gentlemen, Alex, KJ, I hope you enjoy tonight's match. Soak in all the atmosphere. Again, Canada beginning their Copa America debut against Argentina tonight, the defending champions, the defending World Cup champions as well, 8 p.m. Eastern. But here's the thing. Be sure to join us on our One Soccer YouTube page at 10 p.m. ET when the game ends, because we are going to have a live reaction show. Really looking forward to that. We'll see you next time. This has been Vamos, brought to you by Degree.
Welcome to Bordeaux, France, the next stop for Canada for their Copa America preparations. And for the home side, France, a celebratory send-off ahead of Euro 2024. The first game, also the first under Jesse Marsch of this pair of international friendlies, was a difficult date with the Dutch. A competitive, compact Canada were level after 45. 4 goals in the second half assured that reality set in. There's much work to be done for Marsch's men in the Maple Leaf. 3 days later, here we are. The second-ranked team in the world welcomes and awaits the Canadian test in 2-time World Cup winner and the World Cup finalist in France, who are going to provide the next tough test. The hope, the positive outweighs any potential turbulence, reaching great heights.
It's opening night of Copa America here in Atlanta, and if you're going to raise the curtain on a brand new show, you might as well have the biggest headline act in the world. Luckily we do, as Lionel Messi and the defending champions Argentina kick this thing off against Canada.
Well, this is what Lionel Scaloni is rolling out. 8 players that started the World Cup final against France just 18 months ago, and in the nets, as you would expect, Emiliano Martinez came up with that 120-plus minute save on Kolo Muani to help them win that title. In the back, it's a back four. Lisandro Martinez, Christian Romero will be the 2 holding it down. You're going to see Nahuel Molina getting up and down on the right in the midfield. Paredes, Alexis McAllister of Liverpool, and Rodrigo de Paul. He's going to be floating in and out, helping keep this team balanced. It's a 4-3-3. Defensively will look like a 4-4-2 because Lionel Messi hangs out a little bit until they get on the ball, and then you see him come to life. Lionel Messi making his 183rd cap for Argentina, 108 goals. That's pretty good, and they'll be looking to get him on the ball alongside the man who scored in the World Cup final as well, Angel Di Maria, on that right-hand side, but he and Alvarez will be flopping. Then for Canada, Jesse Marsch, first competitive match in charge. Well, who do you get? Lionel Messi in Argentina. Maxime Crépeau, the 30-year-old shot stopper from the Portland Timbers, was an MLS Cup champ with LAFC, so he has a lot of experience there. Alistair Johnson will be on that right-hand side. Moise Bombito in the back, 24 years old. He's one to watch for with a bright future, as well as Ismail Kone, just 22 years old, in the middle of the field, plays for Watford in the English Championship. You can see him really controlling the game in moments when they have the ball, but really the firepower for this team is up front, and that is Jonathan David, and it is also Kyle Larin. Those two play well. Larin will stretch at times. He'll also drop underneath. Jonathan David, 26 goals, all competitions last season for Lille in Ligue 1. And so it's a Canadian team. At times they're going to be compact defensively, but they will look to break with speed as well, and they have a lot of that throughout the team, John.
More than 70,000 fans have packed inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It is a terrific way to start the 48th edition of the oldest international soccer competition of its type. We are underway. Copa America, and a true championship of the Americas. It is Argentina, La Celeste, the white and sky blue, taking on Canada in red. It was a wonderful defining image a year and a half ago, as that one had to be hooked away under some pressure by
Dan Garinger in the house. What's up, brother? How are you, Dan? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Big game tonight. I'm gonna put the audio back on. I'll jump in during periods to let my thoughts out here. But great to see everybody in the chat. It looks like we got 16 people here. Thank you all for being here. Putting the audio back on, and I'll bring my my thoughts in as I see fit.
Team to the highest of heights in his time in charge. What about Canada? They were at that World Cup. It was the first time in more than 30 years they got to a World Cup. They hit the skids last year. John Herdman abruptly leaving the team as head coach. The results dipped a bit. They feel like they have a renewed energy right now under Jesse Marsch as their brand new head coach, coming off a terrific result against France, the team that Argentina beat in the final a week and a half ago. What's this thing going to look like? Is this just going to be a coronation for Argentina tonight over the next month, or can Canada cause them some trouble?
Well, look right now, Argentina just being patient and trying to get an understanding of what the system from Canada is going to look like. Defensively, you're getting a great look at it right now. It's a 4-2-4. Liam Miller on the left, he's asked to squeeze a little bit tight as he is there. So they want to get pressure when they can and kickstart their press. If they're starting in this mid-block, if they win the ball, they're going to look to transition.
As that shot got closed down right at the last minute, there was a late recovery from McAllister there to allow an easy catch for Emiliano Martinez. And you see Jesse Marsch there, the American, although as he said to us, I'm from Wisconsin. Alistair Johnson told me I'm from the 15th province, so he felt it was a very easy cultural transition, but has spoken with excitement about what he's tried to build quickly, as that's going to be a handball there. And Julian Alvarez there paid the price for that one as he got kicked in the hand, and you see Jesus Valenzuela of Venezuela, our referee tonight.
Yeah, this ball popped up on Bombito. He's actually a little bit fortunate here that Julian Alvarez didn't get his body on it first and ends up hitting almost his hand, but certainly his hand made contact with Bombito, but he let that ball bounce up, was facing his goal, a little bit too slow to get on it. Ends up being okay for Canada.
You see Argentina, they are the #1 team in the world. This would be, make no mistake, the biggest win in Canada's men's soccer history if they were to pull off this upset tonight. And the best player there, Alphonso Davies, admitted taking off the ball. Good quick recovery though, and it's Messi who takes the kick. It bounces off the side of his head as he's getting back to his feet.
Ends up being a great touch, finding a teammate.
Trying to work it wide there for Tejan Buchanan, just behind him. It is a natural grass surface here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Atlanta United played on the turf Saturday night. They rolled the grass in the last couple of days. Lionel Scaloni expressing some concern yesterday, but you were walking around down there. What do you think?
Yeah, I felt that the ball was rolling really well. Interested to see, though, as this game goes on, does it cut up? There are some seams. You can see them pretty clearly when the ball is up here, but when I was down there, the ball was moving quickly. It's been watered, and it plays to a fast pace. The other thing is when you do lay grass like this on the top of what is basically concrete underneath, the ball's going to bounce up, and you saw that on that play there from Bombito where it did. That also might play into this match as we move along here.
Cunha. Foster did stay in play, and it's a good tackle quickly out. Here's Bombito with the Colorado Rapids there, alert on the scene. Rolls it wide for Manuel Molina. Maria, long switch for Acuna. Buchanan comes to meet him. Acuna cuts it inside him. Buchanan is able to recover. Acuna spins back the other way. Johnston from the area comes inside. And back out. That's Paredes who will let it go. And that's up over the bar. Maxime Crépeau's goal.
No, it's good work initially. Tejan Buchanan defending up against Acuna here because he gets out early and gets pressure on him. The same here as this ball pops out to Paredes. Quickly, Canada rushing out to the top of the box. even just dangling a leg like that from Jonathan David, the first 5 yards, so important to putting pressure and making a player uncomfortable he's going to shoot. And that was one of the big themes when we talked to Jesse Marsh ahead of this match. He was saying, look, how do you stop Lionel Messi? He said, you don't, but we have to make him uncomfortable. We have to get pressure on the ball. We can't allow them to have time and space to pick their heads up like this. Now that one's going to fly out from Rodrigo de Paul after he evaded that initial pressure.
And yet, as Marsh said, when he coached against Messi in Paris Saint-Germain a couple of years ago in the Champions League, said we had a great plan. I actually thought we played very well, and they got blasted in that series, and Messi scored twice. So how many coaches have come into how many games against Lionel Messi for club or country? We have to do X, we have to do Y, and instead what happens is Z.
Yeah, well, there's also an element of how much can you do? He said Messi scored 2, Mbappe scored 2, and Neymar scored 1. The names I've listed off there, 3 of the best players in the world. And that's the reality when you play against the top teams, is it's not just Messi. Of course, he's the best player on this field, but he's got guys around him that can do it as well. And it's trying to limit that while still having a focus on a guy like Lionel Messi.
Hey Tom, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming on my phone there and checking it out. USA? No, it's not USA, it's Canada. Canada against Argentina. This is awesome. This is what we live for. All right, I don't want to blow up the audio too much, but Tom, I love you, buddy. I miss you. Hope you're having fun and behaving, and dear God, please start cleaning your up after yourself.
Got clipped there, as did Kone. They're both slow to get up. It's going to be whistled for a foul and a free kick for Canada.
But a good spell of possession, just a couple of passes. Kone not happy with the contact that he took. Nice little skill here. Look how he turned out of that pressure, that challenge there coming aggressively from Paredes. Now, I talked about the defensive structure and system for Canada, which is 4 defenders, 2 midfielders, 4 attackers. Look how they attack. Alphonso Davies high and in the attack now is going to look to get in the box here.
Can David get to that ball from Buchanan? He can. It's going to be knocked out there as Lisandro Martinez slid over, and Canada have the first corner of the game. It will be Alphonso Davies to take. If you're going to talk about the best player in North America, it's either this man or it's Christian Pulisic of the United States. What can each of them do over the next couple of weeks? Davies sends that one in. It bounces through to the far side. Buchanan lays it back. Eustachio now. Just too many white and blue shirts between him and goal. Bambino trying to settle the middle. He can. And it's a breakout the other way for Argentina. It's a 2v0. It's Julian Alvarez, and Crepeau is able to make the stop. Messi picks up the second ball. Trying to cut it back on Eustachio, and it's swept away by Liam Miller. And Canada survived that moment. McAllister trying to run it in. Messi looking to clip it up, and a swing and a miss there. And a lovely opportunity again. It was Di Maria that time.
Oh, 2 chances for Di Maria. This one is the second one. He stayed up in that attacking position. He timed his run onside, was kept onside by Kone, was late to step up, and he's actually trying to spin his body around and hook that left foot on the contact. 2 near misses from Argentina, and Canada certainly getting away. We'll get a look at that play in a minute, but just everybody up for a corner, misplaying at the back, and the transition, and it just felt like, look, this is what we talked about with the field. I just felt that as Di Maria was trying to keep up with the speed of the ball there, it was bobbling while still trying to keep an eye on Crepeau. It ends up Crepeau being able to make the save.
That was a huge moment for him tonight. McAllister, Messi, it's going to come all the way out to the near side for Acuna. Can't able to slow him up. There. For Laren, couldn't connect with Jonathan David. Paredes trying to go over the top. Messi gets inside of Bombito. Messi cuts it wide.
Well, they did raise the flag for offside, but this high line by Canada is not going to work. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not going to work. They've got to drop back. Do not play the high line against Lionel Messi and the best players on the planet.
Just how quickly that went from defense to attack, and he just slipped that one past Crépeau's far post.
To him off McAllister. Unable to keep it. Lionel Messi, it is his 35th game all time at the Copa America, his 7th tournament. That breaks a record. It's the most games played by anyone in history at this tournament. He's 4 goals shy of the goal-scoring record. He already has the assist record. He was able to help lead Argentina to their 15th Copa America title in Brazil 3 years ago. Matching Uruguay for the most in the competition's history. The first for Argentina since 1993. But it is one of an incredible number of superlatives that Messi is still now reaching or surpassing, including an opportunity with a goal to become the second all-time leading goal scorer in the history of men's international soccer, behind only Cristiano Ronaldo. Clipping that one up. Messi trying to bring it down. He does on Bombito. Trying to cut it in there. Bombito able to recover and clear it out for a throw. Messi there had that one knocked away from McAllister. Larin couldn't do anything with it. Crépeau forced to scramble all the way out as he's able to get it clear. Trying to cut that back with Buchanan. It will be out for a Canada throw, though. Up ahead for David. To the middle for Larin. Good hold and play from him. He picks it up. Hands it off to Eustachio. Here's Alphonso Davies now. In a defending hand. Davies couldn't cut all the way through. Di Maria recovering there, making the defensive play. Messi quickly got that one away from Bombito.
I mean, they're just daring Argentina to play the ball in behind. This is part of also the transition. This is Jesse Marsch's just 3rd game in charge of this Canadian team. So to go from the style that they had previously to now, look how compact they're trying to be. I mean, there's about, what, 15, 20 yards between the attacking line and the defense right now, playing such a high line, almost daring them to play in behind, which they have a couple of times and had success. You cannot play with such a high line if there's no pressure on the ball, because they have speed between, on the right-hand side, Angel Di Maria, Julian Alvarez, and even Messi is going to drop underneath and then spin and go, which he almost did, and it was whistled for offside. I just think that at times you have to be flexible and dropping off, knowing when to press, when not.
It was one of the things in our chat with Jesse Marsch yesterday that he said is pressing is not just chasing wildly all over the field. He said if you waste energy, good teams will pick you apart. It's about knowing the right moment from a compact shape to be able to close the ball down quickly.
Yeah, and they're setting that pressure line about midfield. You can see right at the top of the D on the circle there. That's where Kyle Larin and Jonathan David start their pressure. They want Argentina to have the ball here. But again, this is a team that can play these balls between the line. They're trying to cut off the middle of the field, which is fine. But if they're going to go around the outside here in these little combinations, good work from Buchanan that time.
Johnston trying to help. Kone all the way back to Maxime Crépeau. Those balls are going to be tough to handle because you never know where that seam is going to be, where that bobble is going to come from. Lisandro Martinez's header went wide. Miller able to control it, and now Alphonso Davies going to return for Liam Miller on the run. Can he cut inside as Romero slid across to make the defensive play? Di Maria, who said he will retire from Argentina at the end of this Copa America. And will Lionel Messi join him? Because he will at some point. Di Maria across for Acuna. Another hour into the opening match of the 2024 Copa America. Second time in its history that it's expanded to 16 teams, and it's including teams from Central America, North America, and the Caribbean, being played here in the U.S. And a reminder, coverage of the Euros continues with a doubleheader tomorrow across our Fox networks. Poland, Austria, and FS1, followed by a powerhouse matchup, Netherlands against France on Fox. Coverage starts at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. Those are the two opponents that Canada played in the Jesse Marsch era so far. A 4-0 defeat at the hands of the Netherlands after what was a fairly decent and scoreless first half. And a scoreless draw against France. Just the third time in Canada's history in the first in 23 years they got any sort of a result against a former World Cup champion. Wide to Molina. Molina's cross blocked in the outside by Davies. Miller's first to react to the loose ball, and then he's tripped up for a foul.
Well, this was that chance from Di Maria as they broke away. He's got a runner to his left, but that touch right there gets caught under his feet. So then the second one he's extended, it goes too far. But what a job from Maxime Crépeau to get out, to also recognize as he's coming out to close down the angle that now's the time I can go, now's the time that I can pounce, and he recognized that heavy touch from Di Maria there, and he's also reaching for it, so he's trying to just chip it over him. Great save from Crépeau in a huge moment.
That line for Miller. Davies, it comes off his chest. Julian Alvarez over to the far side. Molina running forward here, lays it back inside. Di Maria dummies it for Messi. Messi running in. Kone trying to poke it away. Picked back up. The ball rolled in. Messi, was he onside? It was blocked there. Good sliding block by Cornelius, and the flag stayed down the whole time.
He was onside. He was onside. I think it was Bombito who had already dropped off.
Argentina arguing there might have been a handball in there. Stonkio. Jonathan David for Liam Miller. Alfonso Davies on the outside of him. Davies nowhere to go with it. Anderson pushing off Julian Alvarez. Does really well to get away. Inside for Kyle Larin. Good tackle by Paredes there. And then he's dragged down, although Larin is protesting his innocence as Paredes is down in pain.
It was a terrific tackle from Paredes. It's one of the things Argentina do so well defensively. And we can talk for hours and hours about the attacking style of this team and all the great players, but Kyle Larin a little bit late on that one, takes away the contact. I don't think it was quite as extreme as Paredes is trying to make it seem there, and in his hopes, I would imagine, to try and get Kyle Larin on a yellow card. But in and around the box, Argentina lay their bodies on the line, the way they go to ground, the way they commit to defending. So they really only defend with 8 or 9 guys. Messi will hang out, Julian Alvarez will hang out at times, and then they come to life when they have the ball. But that block of 8 in front of Martinez's goal are just so solid.
And it does speak to one of the things Jesse Marsch talked to us about yesterday. Is one of the things he's noticed with this Canada team. He said they have to grow up. They have to learn to play against opponents like Argentina that are going to be tough, that are going to be nasty, that are going to fight the whole game. He said this is one of the savviest teams in the world. So it's a wonderful opportunity for them to learn and grow how to fight and be nasty and be savvy in their own way against top international opponents. DePaul returns on the outside. Di Maria, and that was a block there by Cornelius, and then he will cut it out to prevent the corner. in. And Alvarez goes back out. Good little sidestep there, Miller, but no one making that run. I guess as much as we talked about the atmosphere in Messi Mania, if you're Canada, trying to keep this place somewhat quiet is part of the victory. Through 20 scoreless minutes as that one's given back away. So a crowd of more than 70,000 fans.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, you don't help yourself when you're turning the ball over so easily like that. A couple of early plays, good job by Larin and David to take that ball in, but now as soon as you're coughing it up on every possession, that's going to be a foul.
There's the ball there who lost it and then fouled trying to get it back.
When you're playing against top teams like Argentina, the defensive side of the game, you know you're going to suffer for stretches of the game, and you know you have to absorb pressure. You have to be okay in that, and this team looks like they are. But in the moments that you either try to go in transition quickly, you have to take advantage of it, or it's that first pass out of pressure to hold possession, to slow the game down and allow you to move up the field.
Allen's going to get on the end of that bouncing ball. He gets trundled over, and here comes a free kick for Canada in a terrific shooting position.
Well, this is one of Kyle Larin's best strengths as a striker, is his ability to use his body to roll defenders or to just get his arms out, be big, be difficult to get around. And in this occasion, look, Acuña's trying to get around and win the ball. Larin feels that, gets his right leg up, make sure he takes the contact. As soon as he gets the contact, goes to ground. Why? Well, you got two players here, and Davies and Eustachio, that are both capable of bending this ball and putting it in the back of the net. So this might be the best chance of the game here for Canada.
But you're going against one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best in the world, and Emiliano Martinez made his debut right on the eve of the Copa America 3 years ago and has been the man since. His heroics over and over to win the World Cup. He's coming in with 11 shutouts in his last 13 starts. Stephen Eustachio and Alphonso Davies.
And as ever, as we've seen, you put a player behind the wall on the ground, especially when it's this close to goal, because of the difficulty to get it up and down over the wall with enough pace to beat the goalkeeper. And a lot of times you see people try to go underneath. But Davies and Eustachio both have that quality.
And it is Davies blocked by the wall. It's Liam Miller on the second attempt. That was blocked by someone. It spins in behind. Man down is DePaul.
Just hits DePaul right in the chest there. He was trying to go over the wall to that near post. Didn't get enough underneath the ball. Trying to go for more of the pace. DePaul's checking to see if he's got ball marks on his chest after that one.
Incidentally, we still haven't had a signal from any of the officials of whether this is a corner or a goal kick or what.
Yeah, it's been changed. Yeah.
Decision is goal kick there, and that was interesting. Jesus Valenzuela, the referee, actually looked back to his assistant all the way on the other side going, wait, which one was it again?
Yeah, exactly. Nice try by Canada, though. Quick, line it up like a corner.
What do you make of this so far? Are you surprised right now?
Well, look, Argentina have had two really clear-cut chances. They just didn't convert. So they've had the run of the game. Canada, we expected to be in the game. They have some quality themselves. They've been relatively organized, relatively compact. Argentina are completely content with that in these moments because they know when that half chance presents itself, when they can turn the level up, that Canada can't compete. So Canada right now are playing at Argentina speed. Like that. Look, they want to go, boom, there's a 40-yard diagonal into the far end, just a little bit too long. But these games are tough. First games of tournaments. Scaloni won't be too worried. This is an Argentina team that always expects to beat you 5 or 6-0. It's not, can Canada do it now after 25 minutes? It's, can they do it for 90 minutes? So far, although they've conceded a couple of key chances and haven't really threatened Argentina's goal, it's been an okay start for them.
And Lionel Scaloni said all the right things yesterday. We know this is a good opponent. We respect this opponent very much. It is interesting to think about Lionel Scaloni, who his appointment as manager, first of all, he was a co-interim head coach off the aftermath of the 2018 World Cup. And it was derided by everyone in Argentina. Why are you hiring this guy? He has no experience. What a terrible choice. And he's recently become the fourth in Argentina's history to coach 70 games for the national team, and the second to get to 50 wins, which he did just the other day against Guatemala. So apparently it's turned out okay, to say nothing of the Copa America and World Cup titles he's been in charge of. Sometimes you, as a federation, as people in charge, have to deal with the heat from the media and from people online if you know for sure it's the right guy and if he has the players' trust. And that's certainly what we've seen with Lionel Scaloni in Argentina. Congrats to those of you who had 26 minutes before we see our first wave here at the opening game of Copa America in Atlanta. Now we're in for Julian Alvarez, and hooked away by Cornelius. Kone now on the run the other way. Didn't hear the footsteps of Alvarez coming in from behind to poke it away. And now can Argentina come back the other way in transition? De Paul has a couple of different options. Plays that one wide. Here comes Messi. Options either side. Hooks it across for Acuna. Again, Crepeau kind of got lost on that one. It's rolled across the empty net. No one there in a white and blue shirt. It's held back in. It's knocked down. It's cleared away by Eustachio. And then a fouled error in transition. Free kick for Canada. Are we going to see our first yellow card of this tournament?
No,
Not just yet.
I think what the referee is saying here, we'll get back to that in a second after this chance. That was amazing to watch that. Argentina went from slow, methodical buildup to a mistake from Canada, and how quickly they shifted gears there to play through the lines, ball out wide, instantly triggers the attacking players to go. Although that ends up being a mistake at the back, just a little miscommunication there. Crepeau came out, stopped, hesitated, and the ball slid across their net.
Johnston now for Buchanan. Can he get a cross off? He's cut off. Buchanan now fighting to keep it in the corner, rolled away from McAllister. Takes it back. It was Lisandro Martinez with the initial pressure. McAllister with the full.
Stepped in, ball was dummied. Julian Alvarez had an inside step on Bumpito there, and he still got back defensively to win that ball. Excellent defending.
And Davies with the recovery speed. Just got that away. Eustachio can't control it initially. Cornelius thought Crepeau was coming. He wasn't, and Cornelius has to scramble to clear it out. Right, how quickly it goes from sort of quiet and slow to fast and chaotic. There's pressure there, just forces a miscontrolled touch by Molina for a Canada throw.
So that was VAR review on this shot from Messi, which you can see hits Cornelius' foot first and then ricocheted up and hit him on the head. Monahan ball.
They're getting his pocket pick there. McAllister splits the defense, but has it poked away.
There's Alphonso Davies now.
They will now play it for him. He's really in the middle now. Some late runners. Davies to the byline. Davies cuts it in behind Laird. It's going to fall for Buchanan, and he couldn't get his feet and his hips right there, and he miscues it wide.
Oh, that ball had to come back. First time for Jonathan David. And that's what they wanted. Alphonso Davies instantly sensed it, made the overlapping run, gets to the end line with his speed. Ball takes a little bit of a deflection here. Now watch the late run coming from Jonathan David. There, if he can lay it instead of trying to get his body turned, he's facing away from goal there, Tajon Buchanan, so that's why he tried to spin, which already you're balancing your equilibrium a little bit off.
DePaul on the run, and he out-muscles Kone there for that bouncing ball. Hands it inside for Messi. It's too far, at least for McAllister to take it in stride. We're past the half an hour mark here in Atlanta in the opening game of Copa America. Maxime Crépeau with a big one-on-one save on Angel Di Maria. A couple little half chances for Canada in the last few minutes. Here come Argentina again to the byline. It's cut back. Eustachio there able to head it away. Miller able to chase down the loose ball. Can Davies get on the run? Miller takes the tumble behind the play. Alphonso Davies all by himself right now, and he's fouled.
Julian Alvarez let him off the hook. Alphonso Davies was starting to drive forward, looked around. He had 3 or 4 Argentine defenders next to him. And then he cuts back, and you can see pretty clearly there. Yeah, there's a contact on his foot for a clear foul.
In for David, back out for Buchanan. Cross for Alphonso Davies. Miller making the run. Here's Davies' run to come inside. David now. Davies, did he time it? He did. Alphonso Davies in front, and a second chance. It's still in play. It's David's shot that's blocked. Kone picks it up. Kone spins it back. Kone blasts it over, and the flag has come up in that sequence there.
Wow, I don't know. I had a really good look at this. I think Alphonso Davies was onside. Look here at Romero. Yeah, he's onside.
I mean, he's way on there.
Way onside. It's actually Paredes.
So is it the
on.
second one?
No. Well, if it ends up coming off Kyle Larin, then yeah, maybe, because I think it came off Larin's heel. He was trying to open up his foot for the shot at goal and doesn't. Ends up going right back to Alphonso Davies. So that offside would have come on the second one there. But what a little sequence from...
Dude, Connor, I'm excited to see that. I saw your thumbnails there. I got excited about that. I'm glad you're doing some stuff, man. Keep up the good work, man. And it's going to pay off. It will pay off. Man, Canada's looking good here. Good possession. They've made this a game. It started out really heavy Argentina, but it's turning. All right, back to the audio.
Eastern on Fox. Kickoff at 6 Eastern from AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Very much looking forward to that one. Going to be great to see the U.S. on the field. It's a huge moment for them. It's a huge moment for Canada. It's a huge moment for Mexico. We'll see them Saturday night in Houston against Jamaica. All 3 of the co-hosts of the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup with the best test they're going to get before that World Cup here at this Copa America. The U.S. will play game 2 of the group stage next week here in Atlanta against Panama before finishing out against the other 15-time Copa America champions, Uruguay, at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City on the 1st of July. Di Maria pushing off it quickly there. What are you hoping to see? Not what do you expect, what are you hoping to see from the U.S. on Sunday?
Great performance in the first game. Look, make no mistake about it. Bolivia, it's an inferior opponent. The United States should beat them. They should beat them comfortably, and you want a team... Look, I'm going to make a quick comparison with the Euro. We talked so much about Germany. Germany came out and rolled Scotland 5-1.
There's Acuna now looking to cross in behind for a corner.
In the first game, and that set the table for them throughout the tournament. They built momentum off that. If the U.S. were to make a deep run, if the U.S. were to get to a quarterfinal and beyond, first game so important, and against Bolivia, I don't think you could have asked for a much better opponent to go out there and try to set that tone. And I think that's what I'm hoping to see. I think that's what U.S. fans are hoping to see, and I'm sure within the team, that's the feeling and the level that they want to set.
First corner of the game for Argentina. It's taken short. Messi back. Di Maria wide for DePaul. Able to force Force Argentina back to midfield from that. Molina trying to reset for the far side. And Alvarez brings it down. Alvarez's cross. Cornelius was there. For Di Maria. It's inside of Johnston. Di Maria, that was behind Messi anyway. Cornelius blocked it out. Stocchio able to work quickly there, although that one was overhit by Kone. It's given away. De Paul trying to go quick for Di Maria, brings it down to Cornelius. Now Di Maria now. Gonna take Cornelius inside. It's going to be swept away. It'll be Argentina's second corner.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating. You can see Cornelius' body language. Jesse Marsh as well up off the bench after that because they've done the hard part right. Kyle Larin takes a good ball in, lays it off. Transition moment starting to build for Canada to the other way. Misplaced pass from Kone, and then all of a sudden it turns around if you're defending 5 yards from your own goal. Good job by Cornelius though, because Angel Di Maria had him on his heels backing up, able just to get a touch, but it's going to be an Argentine corner.
Messi again takes it short for De Paul. Di Maria will hook that in. There's Miller up for it. He's just kind of missed that ball on the outside. It squibs past him. De Paul into the middle now. Messi got by one. Larin able to knock it away. Canada can't get it clear. McAllister in for Messi now. Got squeezed off it. And for Canada, those are little victories, right? Just to force Argentina back to midfield. But you only have a second to breathe. As fans who have been quieted for stretches here in Atlanta. I mean, it's...
Yeah, well, there's a couple dynamics. It's a very different makeup of Argentine fan that we saw at the World Cup, which was singing and dancing with huge groups. And these are a lot of fans that are getting to see Messi in an Argentina shirt for the first time.
Cunha able to keep it. Johnson steps in, can't take it away. But it does feel like 70,000 people have come for a show they haven't seen yet.
Totally, exactly.
Messi and Di Maria and company give it to him. Something to get excited about before the break. Can Canada get in scoreless to the half? Having taken on the number 2 team in FIFA's rankings, France, and the number 7 team in FIFA's rankings, the Netherlands. In the prior 2 games in this young, fresh Jesse Marsh era. Martinez with the spin. Crépeau's going to come all the way out, and he gets there in time to get it clear.
That is excellent from Crépeau there, because here was the challenge. Canada felt like they had pressure on the ball, so the back line steps up. And then as soon as that pressure gets evaded there, the turn, and then all of a sudden they're stretched and late to step and a quick ball in behind. Everybody was onside. So therein lies the challenge. And you asked me at the top of the show, John, how did Canada win this game? The 2 big things I talked about were being compact. I think they've been compact. And I think they found moments to make Argentina uncomfortable. But the biggest challenge lies when they make a mistake and when they're just a half-second slow. That's when you see when Argentina ramp up the tempo, they quickly move through the lines, they create opportunities. But it's also the reality when you're playing a team of this level. You can't afford to make mistakes. So a pretty good first half from Canada, but they've gotten away with a couple of those mistakes that they've made. You're not going to get too many mistakes against a team like Argentina before you get punished.
Davies got to scramble back there. He nutmegged De Paul, but he couldn't get back to that ball. And De Paul early cross in, but Bobito couldn't get there in time, and Crépeau is down to make his second save of the game as Alexis McAllister stole in.
Great run deep in the midfield. Look at that. Kone doesn't stay with him, and then Bombito doesn't see him coming over his shoulder. He was closed off to the play. Instead of being open a little bit more, that ball came in early from De Paul from the right-hand side. It had taken a nice bounce up, and McAllister just couldn't quite generate the power on it to take it past Crépeau.
Crépeau is in a huge position battle now and for the next 2 years ahead of the World Cup. Crépeau of the Portland Timbers, Dane St. Clair of Minnesota United. Crépeau coming off a 4-save shutout against France. We spoke with him a couple of weeks ago. He was very honest about how significant this moment is in his career, how significant the opportunity is for him at the age of 30 to try to be the starter for Canada at a World Cup. got Gianni Infantino, president of FIFA on the left, Alejandro Dominguez, president of CONMEBOL in the middle, and Victor Montellani, president of CONCACAF there on the right. Three of the most powerful men in world soccer looking on here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And I'm sure there's no rooting interest whatsoever between the guy in charge of CONCACAF, who's Canadian, and the guy in charge of South American soccer sitting next to him.
Oh, look, when you get a joint confederation cup like this, CONCACAF and CONMEBOL, you better believe CONCACAF are heavily rooting for their teams to have success. Bragging rights at stake, perception at stake of how strong each confederation are. If you go by the FIFA rankings, CONMEBOL has the edge there when you have two teams that are in the top 10 of the world in Brazil and Argentina.
You see moments, it looks like for a moment that he just breaks down for Canada. Di Maria is able to control that one. Di Maria cuts it inside of Alistair Johnson, a little outside of the football that was blocked there by Bombito, and Liam Miller back with it. That is very much a part of the story at this Copa America. There's always, at least in the modern era, there have been invited teams to Copa America because there's only 10 South American nations, so a 12-team tournament needs two from the outside. That's why Alexi Lawless was a part of a U.S. team that had a wonderful Copa America run in '95, and there have been other teams. That is very much going to be a talking point, though, that no team from outside South America, no invited team has ever won Copa America. And that is not a streak that the South American nations and their confederation want to see end this year. That one's going to be whistled dead.
Oh, some frustration there. The referee could have just held his whistle a half second later. He's able to spin out of all the pressure and break away and had a pretty good look. He's trying to do the right thing there for Acuna and give him the foul. He'd let it go on for a couple of seconds, but unfortunate there.
Messi charging in. Brings it back out. Buchanan steps in. John Buchanan, former star of the New England Revolution, now with Inter Milan. One of a number of current or former MLS players on this field. To say nothing of Lionel Messi, now at Inter Miami. Just a terrific spring with them. This plays it wide. Di Maria trying to return. It was knocked down. Jonathan David able to step in there and grab it first. What can he do with it? Knocked away by McAllister. In fact, only the Premier League in England have provided more players to this Copa America than Major League Soccer this year. Kyle Larin, formerly of Orlando City, rolls it wide for Buchanan. Numbers coming forward for Canada. Buchanan, can he play it back for Larin? He can. Larin's cross into the middle. Saved! The rebound's going to come wide in the end from Alphonso Davies. That was Jonathan David forcing the first save of the game out of Emiliano Martinez. Or was it in fact Eustachio got his head to it?
Yeah, this ball, what a ball in from Kyle Larin, and it was Eustachio, you're right. Heads that one down. And here, look, Emiliano Martinez, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, hasn't had to make a save throughout the game, and that's what separates the top level, is that when that chance comes, he came up with the goods and delivered. Great move from Canada. They found a move in transition. They get the overloads wide. Great running off the ball from Kyle Larin, and an even better ball into the middle there. So close for Canada to find a breakthrough here and get that opening goal. And those fans know they're not going to get too many looks at goal. But what a save from Martinez.
Argentina conceded an own goal against Guatemala last week in their last friendly, but they did not allow any actual shots on goal from their opponents in their two warm-up games for this. That they allow that shot on goal there, that Martinez is able to make the save on. It comes across for Alexis McAllister, trying to clip it up for Messi. It's sent away by Bombito. All of the turn. Di Maria was still offside, so DePaul couldn't play that pass. Now Di Maria's back onside, and he has it. Into the middle for Messi! Fires it over. Crepeau didn't seem too bothered.
I tried for the quick release here of Messi. As soon as the ball comes in, you could tell there's one thing on his mind in this occasion, which is, I'm going to shoot, because he lets the ball run across his body and then tries to fire that one away. He did get the shot off, leaning back a touch, and it was over the bar. And the last thing on that Canada chance from Eustachio there was that came off a great sequence from them, where they were able to play through the pressure. If you can play through the pressure of Argentina in that mid-block, you can get chances, because that allows you then to get your fullbacks into the attack. But in the middle of the field, I thought it was great work by Kone, Jonathan David, Alphonso Davies as well, just combining playing out of pressure, 1-2 touch, and evading those challenges from Argentina. It's a well-worked chance and almost final goal.
We'll have one added minute here at the end of the half here in Atlanta.
It's been a good half, though.
And statistically very even.
Yeah.
Huge possession edge for Argentina, but the actual shots are even. Each team has had one really terrific chance to score. Put forward by Paredes there. Miscontrol. Messi trying to play for Julian Alvarez. Crepeau coming all the way out. Alvarez didn't have an angle on that one. He just kind of scoops it in. Crepeau happy to see it bounce to him.
But here's the story the stats don't tell, which is that, boy, Canada have been lucky in some of the mistakes that they have made. That is, as I laid out earlier in the game, that could be their downfall in a game like this. A misplayed ball at the back by Bombito. Boom, Messi, one pass in behind. Crepeau's off his net, he gets around him. And then for them, it's been the heavy touch from Di Maria. It's been that one there from Julian Alvarez where he's off balance and he's just kind of hooks at it with his left foot. But those are the fine margins. And I think some of that, again, has been the field a little bit sticky. Not a bad half from Canada, but you cannot afford to keep making those mistakes.
But they're hanging in there against the best team in the world. We'll send you back to Rob Stone in our studio in Los Angeles now. 45 minutes down, 45 to go here in Atlanta in the opening match of the Copa America. No score between Argentina and Canada.
The Copa America 20.
What's up, SOPs?
By BMW.
All right, I'm gonna put the what's up, SOPs? I'm gonna put the audio down there a little bit. Sorry, I had the audio actually a little bit low coming into it, but man, it's good to be back. And what a half! What a half from the Canadians! Holy cow, that was impressive. That looked good, and I'll tell you, Dan, this team is good, man. This team is good. This team is really good. And I think they could have done better in the World Cup. I think they got a little bit unlucky. I think they almost beat Belgium in that first game, and then obviously Croatia was tough, and then Morocco was tearing it up the whole World Cup. But in this one so far, it's been very even, very very evenly matched, and it's been both teams that have kind of held the possession for a little bit. So. It's interesting. I don't know if it's the turf in Atlanta that's causing the problems there for Argentina, but you can tell they're a little bit off, and that would be my guess that it's probably the turf. But yeah, so for some reason my chat will not work on the stream. I don't know why. It just says something went wrong. So I don't know what's going on there. But there's Pro Sports Productions. 0-0 is good for me. You know, me too. If they can get a draw in this game against Argentina, that'll definitely put them through in Copa America, and that'd be a hell of a result, I think. If you can get a result, period, against a team like Argentina. I mean, I love it. The little gold badge in the middle of their shirt right now for being the world champs. I believe that might actually be for being the past Copa America champions as well. But, you know, this team is unbelievable. They've got the best player in the history of the game. Yes, I'm sorry, Pele, now that even now he's passed, but Messi's got, I don't know, I never watched Pele, but Messi is unbelievable. Absolutely an unbelievable talent. And I'm glad we get to watch him here in MLS. That is exciting. That is exciting. Speaking of MLS, SO Peeps, I don't know anything about MLS right now. My MLS knowledge is way down. I have barely watched the highlights of the TFC games this year. I think they're actually, I think they're doing all right given the team that they have. Herdman's doing a good job with that group. But as far as the rest of the league, I haven't looked at the standings. I haven't checked any of that stuff. But yes, Canada does have a new manager, Dan. So the new manager is Jesse Marsh, former Red Bulls manager, and some were calling for him to be the next USMNT manager. I think I might even said that when I was talking in the podcast episodes and all that kind of stuff. I like Marsh. I think he's a very good coach. He's obviously doing pretty well with this group to be able to go to France and put up a result, albeit a friendly and a tune-up, when you're sharing the field with Griezmann and the likes of N'Golo Kante and those guys, and now like tonight you got DePaul and Messi and Alvarez. I mean, that's the best of the best. It does not get any better. For those EAFC fans and foot fans in here, those are the guys that have the best cards in the game, right? They're the best players in the world. Those are the guys that Canada has been 0-0 with for a total of 135 minutes. That's pretty impressive. That says a lot about this defense, as well as Bombito apparently played with Colorado Rapids. Damn good player. It has to be. Cornelius is getting better. Davies, and that's Dan, like you're saying, earlier, and I put in there about the young superstars. Look, these guys are getting better. They're moving up the ranks in the world of football and soccer. I mean, look at Alphonso Davies. He's one of the best players in the world, period, now. And then you got he's getting rumored with Real Madrid. Jonathan David's getting rumored to big clubs. Tajon Buchanan goes over to Belgium, tears it up, which was the perfect. And I know I talked about that too when he left New England. I had talked about it on the podcast. It was the perfect place to go for that kid. And he went over there, he tore it up, and now he's at Inter Milan, my favorite club there in Italy. So. Yeah, Davies is on the move. I don't know if it's official or what. I haven't really, like I said, Dan, my knowledge base is, of soccer is not good. It's been all Toronto here due to TSI, the success of TSI. TSI doesn't exist unless I'm here doing this stuff. This is where it started. This is right how it started, doing live stream watch-alongs and hangouts. With me sitting here and hanging out with you guys. Now, I know that that's not going to happen anymore because, at least for the next few years, because I'm in that dad stage of life where I'm sitting at soccer practices and driving to go pick up from here and got all this kind of stuff going on. So, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of these, but I figure when I do get the opportunity, I can come hang out and be here for these and talk some soccer. So, glad you guys are here. Thank you all for being here. 25. This is crazy just seeing the run of how this all works. With TSI, the other night on the Stanley Cup Finals, we just passed 25,000 subscribers, which is just nuts. I can't even believe it. And then we had 112,000 views. 112,000. Are you kidding me? Are you insane? That's crazy numbers, right? I mean, look at with SOP. I remember when we did that first live there, that Canada and Suriname game, that we did like 33,000 views. That was the first time I ever saw like crooked numbers over 10,000 on a live stream. And now I'm getting these kind of numbers, and then you come over here to SOP and I'm doing games, and we got to say, we're getting 7 views. What? 7? 7? Are you kidding me? But that's how it works. That's how it works. We're here, and we're just building it up, and we got this. This is good. This is an awesome thing we got going here. That community at TSI, we're doing big things. We actually have the Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto coming on the show tomorrow night, coming on to Toronto Sports Insider to celebrate our donation of all of the Leafs revenue on TSI. So every single penny that came in, super chats, memberships, ad clicks, everything, it all is being donated to the hospital. And I mean, it's so cool. It is so much fun to this community that's been built over there. And we're doing the same thing here. I'm gonna build the same type of community here worldwide. It's about bringing sports to the world. That's what it is. It's bringing sports to the world and a place for people to hang out and enjoy sports together and forget about anything else. It's just about sports and people showing respect to each other as well. Like that's one of the coolest things in that TSI chat. People start being rude. Get out of here. Time out. You can be nice, or you can try again tomorrow. Same type of thing is what we're doing here. So thank you guys for everything that you guys have done here. SO Peeps for sticking with me that I've been gone for how long? Almost 2 years now. bouncing in every once in a while to throw a live up, or had to keep monetization last fall. I was just trying to do something to, keep it going. But thanks for sticking with me, guys. I appreciate it, and it really means a lot to a guy personally. So appreciate that. Anyways, with that being said, we got a couple more minutes here of halftime. Pro Sports Productions, wow, that's awesome. Man, yeah, thank you. There you go. Connor says, TSI has been booming lately, and I'm happy to see it. I've been slacking over there recently since hockey season ended, though. Connor, dude, I appreciate you coming over there, man, and hanging out with us. You were always over there in the chats. We get those gifted memberships in there and all that. No, Connor, what you're doing, stay strong, brother. You know what? Don't change. Be you. Do your own thing, and just keep pushing. And find your passion and what makes you happy and what you're trying to do, and go get it. That's what I did, and I'm working on it every day. I'm working on it. My passion is sports. That is my passion. My family and sports. Those are the things that I love more than anything else in this world. And now I get to do both. I get to hang out with my family, and I get to have sports and all that. So find your passion, Connor. Whatever it is, man. You've tried a few different things, and whatever it may be, you'll be successful at it if you just keep working at it, brother. Luke says, on the hockey topic, I wonder how Florida is feeling tonight. If they flew to Edmonton, they're probably feeling a little jet lagged. But I think they're getting a little nervous. I gotta say, Edmonton looked solid. I think they're probably getting a little bit nervous. They gotta go into Edmonton's building. It's gonna be crazy, but I think that will be the driving factor for the Panthers. If they win that game, it will be because they came out with the most intensity that you could ever imagine, and they go after it to do one thing and one thing only: score fast and shut that crowd up. If you can take that crowd out of the building, they can pull off the victory. If they don't, forget it. If Edmonton scores first in that game, I'd put it about 80-85% they get it done, and everybody gets back on the plane for another 7 hours, 8 hours, however long it takes. I don't know anymore. But it was like 6 to Vancouver to Florida when I was down there. So there you go. All right, talking some highlights here. England and Denmark 1-1, and then Spain and Italy 1-0. That own goal there on Italy. Damn. Forza Italia. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. There you go. I'm going to eat some food, be back for the game. Appreciate that there, Dan. Pretty strong room. Oh, man. This is so much fun. I have not sat down and watched a soccer game in a long time. So this is fun. Canada, let's see what they got. Let us know what you think. How do you think this is going to end up in the chat? What do you think the prediction is going to be? I think this one's going to end 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1. I think Canada gets the first goal on some type of counter, shocks them a little bit, and then boom. Argentina's going to be all guns blazing, and that defense is just going to be getting pounded for like 20 minutes. And finally, towards the end of the game, I think Messi or one of the 18 other superstars. Oh wait, there's only 11 on the pitch, but one of the other 10 superstars there will get something done for Argentina. I don't think Canada can hold 2 straight clean sheets against France and Argentina. I just don't think it can be done. But I'd love to friggin' see it. That would be absolutely awesome. All right. I'm gonna get my face out of here and my mic out of here and put this thing back on from halftime. SO peeps, it's been so awesome to chill with you guys, seriously. And Luke, cheers, man. I'm so glad you reached out. Man, I saw your channel the other night, like I said, and I was like, oh, there's some more sports, and that's what it's about, more sports. I love it. Keep up the good work. Glad you're here, and let's have some fun watching Canada kick some butt here. Let's do it.
He has his whole life ahead of me. And I don't want to miss anything.
I got you, buddy.
I want to make the most of it.
Sunday. It's a summer of stars.
as the U.S. hosts the world's best players for Copa America. The U.S. men's team looks to make an historic run. This is the championship of the Americas. USA versus Bolivia, Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Get the Teriyaki Madness for fresh, crazy delicious teriyaki bowls in your neighborhood. Sign up for a free bowl offer.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey is delicious on the rocks, in a cocktail, or straight up.
Laundry day is today.
Laundry day is Sunday.
Ooh, OxyClean.
To truly embrace the fine life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
When someone is diagnosed with cancer, they need support.
You know what I thought about that? Forget that. Forget that. We're not going to listen to commercials. I'm just going to sit here and chat for a couple more minutes till we get this game back on. And I can put that audio back on. But, man, how much fun is this? Canada Soccer 0-0 with Argentina. What? They are tied at the half with one of the best teams in the world. Now, those of you who followed Canada Soccer like me, back in the day, I was actually at a game where I watched Dwayne De Rosario score 2 goals to beat Haiti in the Gold Cup at the Orange Bowl in Miami. And, oh my God, that was insanity. That was a crazy game. I've watched Canada Soccer since the bad days. And this is so cool to see. And you knew something was special when they were qualifying for the World Cup in the last run. John Herdman, unbelievable. Having that media access with Canada Soccer is something that really changed the game for me. So big shout out, Richard. I appreciate that, my man. When I met you here in Chicago. So cheers, brother. If you're watching, I doubt it. But whatever it is that you're doing now, I'm sure you're doing a kick-ass job at it. Tajon Buchanan walking back out onto the pitch. Cornelius back behind him. Jonathan David, Eustachio. What a group. Eustachio, he's going to be moving to a big club soon, I would expect. He's a hell of a player, man. I really like him a lot. Alistair Johnston over at Celtic. I think he's rumored to be back on the move as well. So we'll see. Kyle Aaron doing well in La Liga. All right, so it looks like we're getting ready to start the second half here. The players are getting back out onto the pitch. So thank you all for hanging out here. I'm going to take a second and run upstairs, and I'll be back to watch this and react.
On the 65th, 70th minute.
And as we saw in the pregame, Canada ready, Argentina making everybody wait, and we're still waiting, Carly, for an Argentinian goal here.
Still waiting, but on the flip side, this Argentinian squad, they're loaded with talent. Alvarez, Di Maria, Messi. They're going to make something happen, and they've been successful against this high back line that Canada's been playing. So they didn't capitalize on a couple of those chances, but I think they're gonna get a few sniffs. And then switching the point of attack as well. Messi sent several balls from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, which they were successful at getting crosses into the box. No runners were coming in, but this is going to be another good half.
Yeah, Lionel Messi just 33 touches in the first half, 24 pass attempts, and had 1 scoring opportunity. And yeah, if you're Canadian right now, you're going to put on that flag and be awfully proud of that maple leaf, at least proud of the first 45, and obviously the future of this program, which has really grown by leaps and bounds over the course of the last couple of years. There's their captain, the young man, Alphonso Davies, currently with Bayern Munich, and as we mentioned in the pregame, being courted by the likes of Real Madrid as well, possibly, as Canada is on the field, and Lex, Argentina is playing maybe a little head games right now in Atlanta.
Well, they're the number 1 team in the world. They can afford to do it, and people will wait for them, and when they get on the field, usually they put on a show, so people will wait for the show.
Hey, when are the power rankings coming out?
Oh, don't you worry, Carly.
Let's
see? Who's going to be in the club, Alexi?
Canada going to make their way up to the top?
Hey, listen, Canada keeps playing like this, with a bullet.
Argentina number 1 in your power rankings as we speak?
Yes, I'll give that away.
Okay, good, thanks.
Yes.
There's Jesse Marsh. Yep. Coaching things up again. Jesse was a contender to be the U.S. men's national team head coach again, though. It went to Greg Berhalter. And the U.S. in action against Bolivia Sunday live on Fox as Argentina now eventually making their way out of the locker room in Atlanta. Since the World Cup, Argentina held scoreless in the first half just 5 times in 14 games. Of those 5 times, 4 of them wins, 1 of them a loss, and that one loss 2-0 to Uruguay back in November in World Cup qualifying. We mentioned that CONMEBOL is in the midst of World Cup qualifying, and right now it is Argentina on top of the group, but Argentina not on top of Canada tonight in Atlanta. 0-0 after 45 minutes, and you know what those phones and cameras are waiting for. Not number 5, not number 26.
It's a very slow walkout.
It is methodical. No rush to Argentina at all tonight.
This is hilarious. Come on, man.
Where are the referees?
This halftime is pushing about...
All right, whoa. PSP Luke with the big super chat. I love it. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, PSP. Everybody go check out PSP over there. Go give his channel a look. He's got the game on as well. That's your wife used to work for Sick Kids. That's so cool. That is so cool, man. Sick Kids made. I mean, I'm not alive if it's not for Sick Kids. What they did for my mom, growing up as a young girl in Canada, man. She was there all the time, and I'm not here today. And God, I miss you, Mom. She was always in these chats, blowing it up with me, always asking, "Thank you so much, Mom, for everything." She used to sit and be like, "What can I do? Am I supposed to click this? Am I supposed to click that? Should I watch? Just let the phone run? I'm not gonna watch that game. I don't care about LA Galaxy against Seattle Sounders." Yep, Mom. Thank you so much for everything that you did. I miss you so much, and that's awesome. PSP, thank you. I'm gonna let the audio go. Looks like we're finally back to the end of halftime. And big shout out, PSP. Thank you. $10 super chat. That's huge. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
There's that walkway to that club area where they come out pregame. Yeah. For whatever reason, CONMEBOL has set this up that all the players are having to walk all the way around to come out behind the goal. So that
I'm not complaining. I got a hamburger.
That does add a little bit of time to that walk. But they're talking about situations in which Argentina has been held scoreless in the first half. That defeat to Uruguay in November in World Cup qualifying is the only time that Argentina, in the last 2.5 years, in the last 30 games, has been held scoreless for an entire 90 minutes. The question is, can Canada keep that up, or will Argentina do what they have done so consistently over the last 2.5 years and before, wear an opponent down and come out with an opening night win here at Copa America? Second half underway. No changes for either side, it looks like. Do you expect anything different, or are we just going to settle back in the same pattern?
Well, I'm already seeing a little different way in which Canada are pressing the ball. We saw them pressing out of a 4-2-4 in the first half, and right now, look at Tejan Buchanan up on that right-hand side. Look at the structure. It's a little bit different, more of a 4-3-3, or it's just tilted. So what that tells me right now is that Liam Miller on this near side is a little bit deeper to try to deal with Molina, who's getting up and down the right, but that they want to get pressure on Argentina in the back. They're changing the numbers, and before they were building out of a 3 Argentina, 3 defenders, only 2 attacking. That means they had an extra man. Jesse Marsh is trying to level that out so they don't have so much time to play the ball forward.
Julian Alvarez now with Alistair Johnson for company. Again, Canada able to force Argentina back. The other 2 teams in this group, Peru and Chile, will play tomorrow in Dallas. Another part of Group A here at this Copa America. Good step there by Davies. Couldn't win the ball cleanly as Molina stepped back in. And an awkward little exchange there. Paredes just kind of went sliding through there on Jonathan David. It is going to be a free kick for Canada. And Scaloni not thrilled about it. Good work, although gives the pass away. Pressure up high there. It's going to be an Argentina throw from a Canada attacking perspective. Never mind the idea of trying to hold Argentina out. How would they actually go and win this game in the second?
Well, they created enough chances to win the game and score a goal. If you're assuming that they can limit Argentina to either a 0 or a 1, I just felt that they were good in the ways in which they were patient. They waited for the chances to develop where they felt like they had the advantage that they were looking for, played out of pressure at times. They were brave. You have to be brave on the ball, which they were. And then when it was there, that's when you saw Alphonso Davies overlapping, getting the attack. That's when you saw Tejan Buchanan getting overlapping runs and good crosses into the box. And ultimately, look, it was a good save from Martinez. That's a nice ball there, finding Di Maria.
They're trying to. And not, as we said, as if this is a brand new thing for Argentina to have a bit of a challenge in the opening game of a tournament. For more on that part of the story, we say hello to Anna Jurka down on the field. Anna?
Hey, John, no, it's unusual to have this a stadium quiet when Argentina is playing, but you could tell that they're starting to get uncomfortable.
Oh, Crepeau didn't get there in time, and Julian Alvarez, no, it's going to be whistled for a foul, or is it going to be given as a goal here as Jesus Valenzuela was looking at it. And it is Argentina who grabbed the goal.
Well, this just came off a throw-in. And how easily that ball is onside. Yeah, McAllister's onside. So brave from Alexis McAllister there. He knows he's going to get trucked by Maxime Crepeau. And then Julian Alvarez has an open goal, rolls it into the back of the net. So poor from Canada, though. You come out for the second half. You've had a great first half. You're sleepwalking a little bit. The ball's out for a throw-in. Boom, it's in. Little combination. Who played the pass to McAllister? Oh, Lionel Messi, as you'd expect. Nice little ball in behind. No pressure on him in the midfield. McAllister arrives, pokes it away from Crepeau, and ball's in the back of the net. 1-0 Argentina.
So Julian Alvarez, who had not scored in his last 13 games for Argentina since the semifinal of the World Cup, getting the start ahead of Lautaro Martinez, MVP of the Italian Serie A this season. Able to score the first goal of the Copa Americas. The second going to follow quickly. Messi into the middle. McAllister scoops it up. Messi heads it along. Alvarez trying to bring it down, and Crepeau able to react and push it out for another corner.
Well, Alphonso Davies this time gets clobbered in a challenge, and then here go Argentina going through the gears. Second, third, fourth, boom. Little now Messi, little touch off to Alvarez, able to spin here and hit this one. How quickly the release is. He doesn't get it all the way. You can see a little bit of a deflection there. Stockio getting back. That takes the power out of the shot, but still Crepeau has to fingertip that one away. Lionel Messi cornered from this near side now.
Messi sent away by Liam Miller at the near post. It's one of the few things that Lionel Messi has never accomplished in his career, is to score an Olympico goal direct from a corner. He's certainly aware of it, and he definitely tries for it when the moment is right. Messi pulled out at the last moment there. Miller knocked it away. And Jesse Marsch has talked about being fearless, trying to build some trust within this team. How do they react to that type of goal given up in the opening 5 minutes of the second half? And immediate activity off of Canada's bench as well, after that goal went in. Controlled that one. They were arguing there could have been a handball in there. They're trying to press and take advantage, and they can. And Crépeau's starting point there was 30 yards off his goal line. Ends up giving it right back to Argentina.
Yeah. How about the first touch, though, out of the air? Great touch from Crépeau. And look, I mean, I'm looking at his starting position right now. He's about 25 yards out of his goal, ready for that long ball. You heard Clint talking about it at halftime and breaking down. But when you play this little bit of a high-risk, high-back line, you do need your goalkeeper to be aggressive.
Miscontrolled out. Davies trying to get it quickly back in for Eustachio. Paul leading the charge out on Crépeau. Vito goes long. That will curl and stay in play there, looking for Buchanan, and Lisandro Martinez was forced to come across and head it out.
This ends up becoming a pretty important period here for Canada, because after you concede that goal like you did, it can go from bad to really bad quickly if you just allow that to rattle you and you start to try to do things that weren't in the game plan. Look, they created good chances in the first half, so it's not a full panic right now that, oh man, we're down a goal, we got to chase the game. There's still a lot of time to play in this half, so I think it's for them settling, getting through this period, not being flustered, and making sure they get back on the ball, slow the game down a little bit, and don't allow Argentina, who smell blood. You can see when that ball goes back right now, they're hunting, trying to get that second goal, and that's what they do to you, and just finish the game off so quickly. So I think this is an important period now for Canada to settle the game down, get back into it, regain composure, and try to chip away at it and not just go for it all at once.
And from a pragmatic point of view, we all assume Argentina is going to go through out of this group. So it really becomes Canada or Peru or Chile who gets the other spot. And it becomes a three-team tournament, and maybe part of it is who loses by fewer goals against Argentina. When goal differential becomes the first tiebreaker. Cunha in, Alvarez able to bring it down. He snuck it behind there on the throw. Resets for DePaul. Wide for Di Maria. Now Di Maria cutting it in. Di Maria puts it over the bar.
He has such a nice relationship on this right side. You're going to see when the ball comes into Di Maria, how Molina instantly gets around him. That then drags a defender. That opens up the space on the inside for him to come into the left foot, as we've seen time and time again in his career. That time the ball sailing, got underneath it, but Scaloni will be happy with just the way in which the movements are so fluid in the final third. They've created a lot down their right-hand side, and that's down to Di Maria, but also the positioning of Molina in the attack.
It's a giveaway there that Paredes comes to get from Johnston. Alistair trying to return it wide. Canada able to come back and force Argentina back. For Messi, he's able to hold off Cornelius. Jesus Valenzuela, the referee, just saying, hey, I'm going to let you go that time and keep playing with it. But it is a tremendous example of part of Messi's skill set is how incredibly difficult it is to take him off the ball. To it, Davies miscontrols. Di Maria has a couple different options, picks out Messi. Lionel Messi, Johnston came into the last moment there to break that up.
I got to tell you, I feel Messi could have gone down. He's pretty honest in this moment here. Watch this ball comes across. Onside, the ball is moving, takes a wicked deflection. Davies takes his eye off it, get in behind, and look for Messi. This is what he wants. He wants to let the ball drag across his body. Look at that. I think he did. I think this is going to be a corner.
It is. It's the second time tonight that Jesus Valenzuela has not signaled for a corner or goal kick and seemed kind of confused of what it should be. And then he signaled for a goal kick and he waved his arms and he said, no, it's a corner instead.
That's good defending in the end. I thought that was Messi's touch, and Johnston made the contact. It was the opposite.
Messi outswinger this time. All the way in deep. DePaul will pick that up off of Romero's touch. Di Maria trying to dance his way through, knocked out by Buchanan. And again, we get in this funny pattern of the game just kind of creeps to a halt and the fans get quiet. And yet, as we've seen, it can spring to life in a very quick moment. I couldn't find Liam Miller with that one. Alvarez got it out from underneath his feet. Di Maria now, a little bit of a hip feint that got Cornelius off balance, but he couldn't pick out the pass. And then Konite is trying to run through Romero there, and then Romero tackles it back off David. No foul for either of those. It was meant for Alvarez.
Yeah. They both just got an introduction to Romero. You see him defend like that at Tottenham as well, and boy, just so physical on the ball and so committed in the tackle. Cleaned out 2 Canadians there in one play.
Liam Miller couldn't control that one, and that's once again where Jesus Valenzuela, the referee, has just kind of seemed unsure of whose ball it should be. Going out of play. Argentina thought it was theirs, and will Canada have the board up?
That ball, no question about it, that was a red throw. No question. That was an acting job by that coach. Bro, come on. Oh, there's... He kept him on the initial ball? Oh, it was Johnson. Oh, he did keep him on that initial ball. All right, I'm wrong. I take it back. He was not offside. He was clearly onside. Got it. VAR, sometimes it's good.
Off to Julian Alvarez. Such a selfless play there by him. Because as I said, he knows he's going to get cleaned out by Crepeau, but just dangles his leg out there to get a touch on it, knowing that that would lead to a wide open net.
From Schaffelberg of Nashville SC, came off the bench, had a big impact in the game that got Canada to this Copa America. They had to go through a playoff against Trinidad and Tobago in March. He scored the second goal in that one, just his 11th international appearance. And the first change of the game for either side. It's a Euro doubleheader tomorrow on our Fox Sports Network. Poland, Austria, and FS1, followed by a huge showdown between the Netherlands and France on Fox. Coverage starts at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. A terrific tournament so far. A great series of games earlier today. We become like so many of you at home, where we're watching the games from the Euros in the morning and then turning around and getting excited for the games at Copa America at night. Now this tournament's underway. Messi on the run. And it goes for Molina. Couldn't get through Alphonso Davies. And then Davies skips away from Messi. And he finds the pass. That was a pretty clear handball by Rodrigo De Paul, and it will be a yellow card.
Pretty clear handball there from DePaul. Got his hand up, stopped that one.
And an interesting one if that becomes relevant, because 2 yellow cards over the course of the tournament. If he sees himself suspended maybe for a quarterfinal or a semifinal in a moment that...
Also one of the most aggressive players on the field that loves a tackle.
He comes in for Schaffelberg now, trying to roll it in the middle. Did it take a touch off an Argentine player? And again, hesitation from our officiating crew. And Canada can't believe this hasn't been given as a corner.
I think what they're saying... The referee's saying there that the ball went out over the end line before it was cut back. He made the signal there with his hand saying that one went out of play. So even if it did take a touch off an Argentine defender, that would have been a goal kick anyways.
Argentina had restarted well. Some of the Canadian players are still yelling at the referee. We're past the hour mark. Here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's sold out, but they've had a whole ton to get excited about. Goal early in the second half from Julian Alvarez. Alexis McAllister with the assist on what looked like a rather innocuous moment for Canada defensively. Johnston had to react quickly there under Messi's missed touch. Now Romero under pressure from Larin. It's given away, and Canada are gifted a corner, their second of the game.
Well, good pressure there from Kyle Larin, not giving up on that play. Getting back, there's a handball from Rodrigo De Paul. And that was just, as you said, Messi, the ball bounced up on him, it got away from him, long clearance, but Kyle Larin turns and put him under pressure, forces that second pass, a little bit of uneasiness at the back, and now an opportunity for Canada on the set piece.
Stefano Stakio to take. Swing that one in. Closest to it was Cornelius. Argentina created a one-on-one chance on goal the last time Canada had a corner. Can they break out and create another chance as well? No, that one intercepted. Davies is going to stay in play. Bombito couldn't get past DePaul. David trying to lead the charge right now. Emiliano Martinez, just that one big save. He had to make on Eustáquio. Good pressure there to win it away. David's going to get on the end of him. David trying to cut it in the middle. Laren bouncing ball. Miller is trying to get there, and Martinez was there first. And how can Argentina come the other way? Messi back for DePaul, and they'll slow it up now. It's just felt like a very strange game through long stretches. I don't know how else to phrase it.
Yeah. Well, it's the first game of a tournament. It's a big game for Canada. They're on a new look manager. Argentina's feels like they feel pretty comfortable where they're at. They've created good chances. This was off that corner kick. Got Acuna marking Bombito. A little bit of a wrestling match in the middle there. No, not enough for a foul. Bombito goes down too easily. Definitely not a foul. And then this was that chance for Canada. Ball squared across. That's a really important touch there by Paredes at the near post, because it stopped that ball getting to Laren. Laren then gets a little bit of a nudge in his back as he's trying to head that one, and Martinez beats Liam Miller.
Austin down the line. Schaffelberg picks it up. Into the middle for Jonathan David, able to turn. Comes across to Miller. He's got Davies, Alfonso Davies, to the byline. Fires it in front. It's popped straight in the air. And Emiliano Martinez able to come collect.
Well, looking for the quick one.
He wants to go quick. Crepeau is backing off. Messi's bringing it down. Messi save. Crepeau. Still work to be done. Messi picks it up. Crepeau shattering him. It comes off of Cornelius' head. Still Canada can't get out, and they're going to get bailed out by a whistle. What on earth was that?
He can't believe it. Messi can't believe it. Look, first of all, Crepeau, he hesitated.
Oh, wow. One-on-one Max Crepeau. Babe, if you're watching Showtime, the highlights of this game, Crepeau has played insane. Wow, what a chance. All right, audio back on because Canada's looking good and pushing, but holy crap.
Oh, goodness, what a sequence, what a play, and still, somehow, Canada are down a goal. Now they've got a corner at the far end of the field. Oh, my goodness.
Fourth save for Maxime Crepeau. And what he talked to us about a couple of weeks ago as being a massive night for him and his career. Getting the start for Canada in this high-profile game. Third corner for Canada. Eustáquio once again to take. Again, this wrestling match between Moise Bombito and Marcos Acuna. Eustáquio sends it in, it bounces. Schaffelberg's going to collect. Fakes the pass, clips it back into the middle, and that header is missed. That was a wonderful look there for Jonathan David.
And that's the guy you want this chance to fall to. Best goal scorer on the team, 26 goals in France last season. Schaffelberg does well. Watch this little hesitation, and in fact, it's just as bad defending from DePaul. He's trying to anticipate that ball and leave Schaffelberg wide open to play that ball into the box. It's a good-looking ball. It's at a nice height. David's trying to glance it to the far post instead of hitting it with a little bit more power, but what a great look. Couple really good chances for Canada. As much as this game could be 1-1, it could be 4-1 for Argentina, with the chances they've missed as well. That's going to be Angel Di Maria off the field. Really good first 66, 67 minutes for him. So lively, so dangerous on the ball. Should have had a goal in the first half, a little bit of a heavy touch. But beyond all the skill, John, he's such a smart player. Understands the game and timing and tempo rather. He's off and Celso's on now.
And a good ovation for a man who said he will be retiring from duty with Argentina at the end of this tournament, Giovanni Lo Celso. Tottenham Hotspur is on. That's the first change of the game for Argentina. Again, trying to pressure with Schaffelberg there.
Which, by the way, this change is also a little bit more of a pragmatic change for Scaloni. He has a ton of attacking options on the bench, but this has been the trademark of Leo Scaloni. They get a goal and they sit back. Not sit back, but they control the game. They don't necessarily feel like they have to win 3 or 4-0, and it's the run on the World Cup was them doing exactly that, getting a goal, shutting the game down, and then finding the second one late. Celso's more of a tempo player. He's going to give them possession. He's going to give them control. Di Maria's more of a vertical pace type of guy that's going to be dynamic. So this is also Scaloni recognizing, hey, we're a little bit more open in times than I like. Let's get a little bit more control of this game now.
For Eustachio, and that was well done by Romero just to shepherd that out for a goal kick. What did you take away from our chat with Jesse Marsh?
He's saying, let's play, and they have been playing. They've been playing on the ball. Romero takes a little bit of a knock there. I've known Jesse Marsh for a long time. He's my assistant coach at the World Cup in 2010. He has experience at the international level, not as a head coach. A lot of experience recently, and in the Premier League with Leeds, with Salzburg at the top level. So look, he's learned, evolved, changed as a coach. He seemed confident, comfortable. He seemed excited about this opportunity with Canada. One of the things that stood out for me as well from the chat was what he talked about, excited him about this team, was he felt like he had a lot of top-end talent and guys that he could take to the next level as a team with Canada. And you don't take this job if you don't.
Schaffelberg now trying to get into the box. He goes down there. Jesus Valenzuela, the referee, had a good look at it. That's going to be whistled for a foul for Argentina. Now Canadian players are surrounding the referee. Our video assistant referee is Leodan Gonzalez of Uruguay.
Well, I was looking right at him as soon as Schaffelberg goes down, and there was a little bit of a hesitation as if he was going to make the call. Now, we do have VAR. Let's see, where the foul is. So that's absolutely a foul. The question becomes where. And that contact, unfortunately for Schaffelberg, is outside the box. It's a matter of inches outside, which of course now, unless this is inside the box, they're not going to bring this back. And he's talking, of course, to the VAR.
They're going to take their time. They're going to be sure. This is one of the things that we said, unlike in MLS, we get so used to the idea of clear and obvious. At this level, it's about getting the call right.
Yeah.
Being absolutely sure.
To me, that we had a great look at it there. It looked like that contact was just outside the box.
We are officially in a check for a potential penalty for Canada. Looks like check complete.
Yeah.
And we play on. But you think that's the right outcome?
Yeah, I mean, look, in real time, it's absolutely a foul. It should have been given, which it would have been given as a free kick. And even if that had been given as a penalty, it would have been reviewed and given as a free kick.
There, Schaffelberg. That was David's pressure that forced the giveaway. Schaffelberg couldn't cut it back. When they try to get it, Julian Alvarez picks it up. And Bombito able to react. That ball took a touch there, and Crépeau will just come to collect it. So it's not necessarily the correct outcome in the sense that it should have been a Canada free kick, but it wasn't a penalty.
Exactly.
A testament to how close Canada really are in this one, down a goal. little moment can change everything. Cornelius over the top. It's not going to find Laren. And Eustachio fouls, trying to get the second goal. All right, let's go back down. Anna Jurka down on that field. Anna, what have you been seeing?
Well, I see the temperature is high, and I think Lautaro is gonna get in. They know that this is unusual for them, and it's just one goal. And I see where mentioned the goal differential is crucial. And next is going to be Chile, an opponent they already know, and Messi already said it. The first game is one of the toughest, and this is proof.
Lautaro Martinez will be coming on at the next opportunity for Argentina. David now pressuring Emiliano Martinez. Canada with that pressure, able to win it back in the middle. Eustachio, Kone, David. Davies all the way wide left. Here it comes. Alphonso Davies now. Davies on his right foot. And that one was just mishit and well wide.
It's another good look. You're going to see Liam Miller, who's on the left side. Watch how he comes inside and isolates Alphonso Davies 1v1. Ends up getting the look that they want. He's got Molina backing up. He comes onto his weaker right foot. But Molina did a good job there closing down the angle to not allow him to really wrap that right foot around it to pick out the far post. So another half chance for Canada, but Argentina doing a good job defending.
Emiliano Martinez going long. That was a bit of a tangle there between Julian Alvarez and Derek Cornelius, but Cornelius able to keep his feet. Johnson takes the bump, plays it ahead. It's advantage as Schaufelberg runs forward for Canada. Put it too far in front of himself, and it's a terrific sliding tackle there, just to control it cleanly. Double change on the way for Argentina. Nicolas Otamendi will be coming on as well. We did see a moment ago with Christian Romero just holding the back of his right leg down in the calf area, it looked like. We'll see if it's him that ends up coming off. Acuna carrying forward. Good tackle by Johnston. McAllister picks it back up. Johnston wins the ball. Ismail Kone now coming forward for Canada. Kone for Johnston. Crossing into the middle. Aaron was in the area, and it ends up just stopping dead in between players, and Emiliano Martinez able to swallow it up.
Boy, Canada, are they going to be ruining these chances at the end of this game? So many times they've ended up in these positions. Argentina, no pressure on the ball. That would have been a tight offside call. I think Laren's onside. And it ends up being a fantastic last-ditch challenge here from Romero. Look how he gets a little bit of contact on Laren to slow his run down. Then wraps his left leg around him to get in front of him and the ball before it gets to Martinez. Terrific job by Christian Romero.
Leandro Paredes will come off. Martinez was getting looked at. Emiliano Martinez, to be clear. Just for a moment there. Julian Alvarez will be the other that makes way. Lautaro Martinez, MVP season in the Italian Serie A, won the title with Inter Milan, top scorer in the league as well. Otamendi are on. This is where the goal came from Argentina.
It's a good finish still from Julian Alvarez from a tight angle. Canada had some bodies on the line. He's able just to slip it into that near corner there. Good finish for him.
His first goal in a year and a half for Argentina. And Lautaro Martinez had the same thing. His goal against Costa Rica in March was his first in a year and a half.
Whoa. Martinez is about a yard out of his goal on that kick, and it was a heck of a kick, too.
Martinez picks it up. Cornelius able to get it as far clear as McAllister. DePaul
Molina into a good area there. Bombito only partially clear. It's held in. It's a deflected effort, and it ends up out for a corner. As Lo Celso popped up. Celso takes it quick for Messi. Celso once again hooks that behind where the runners were. Cornelia is able to head it away. Celso knocked away by Schaffelberg. David trying to run forward. Able to ride that challenge and take the foul.
It's Canada's X factor, though, and why they're going to have chances at games like this against top-level opponents if they can stay solid and compact. They have difference makers. Jonathan David's speed, his ability on the ball, Alphonso Davies, Cal Laren. These guys have shown tonight that when the chance is there, that they're able to take advantage of those moments and create good opportunities. It's lacked the final finish tonight to this point in the game, but I think Jesse Marsh will be content with the chances they've been able to create. 5 bodies around Messi, they're able to get him off the ball.
And it took all 5.
Oh, quick free kick, here they go.
Schaffelberg picks it up. Schaffelberg, a little hesitation, caught from behind. It falls for Kyle Laren, couldn't get a chance to shoot there. And now quickly the other way, and Messi snuck in behind. Messi running in, Lionel Messi, the chip, and it ends up wide.
Well, the Canadian players are furious, first of all. They feel that it was a foul on Schaffelberg at the other end. Now, I'm not sure if he played advantage or not. And then down the other end, Lionel Messi, not for the first time tonight. I think it's his 3rd time he's been one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's onside because he starts in his own half. He gets in behind. Cornelius is tracking back, and I think does just enough there to take away Messi's angle to go across. I actually think he even gets the slightest of touches on Messi's boot as he goes to lift that one over Maxime Crépeau, and it takes the ball wide. The fans can't believe it. Messi can't believe it. He was laughing after the last one. That one's a bit more frustration there because he feels that should have been a goal.
And meanwhile, Canada have made a sub during all that. Kyle Laren's night is done. Richie Larea, who just returned from 3 months out with an injury with Toronto FC, is on now. That was under hit for Schaffelberg. You see Larea now. So it looks like he's going to set up at left back and a chance to push Alphonso Davies higher up the field.
Indeed, and it means Jonathan David's going to be the lone striker now.
And here's Davies. Trying to run it inside. Eustaquio, now he got, it looked like, caught from behind. The Canadian bench can't believe that wasn't given as a foul. And now again, Argentina quickly bursting forward. De Paul takes the bump. That one is a foul. And that's going to be a yellow card. And Ismael Kone.
What a ball around the corner here from Messi to find Rodrigo De Paul. Flicks it around the corner. De Paul's streaking away. Kone gets his hand on him. And as soon as he feels the contact, De Paul starts to go down. Yellow card for Kone. It actually might be a challenge that also saved the goal because Lautaro Martinez was completely wide open in the middle of the screen, the middle of the field. But instead it's going to be an Argentina free kick.
Messi will set the ball. 17 assists in his Copa America career. More than any other man on record, in a statistic that's not always been kept historically. Messi sends it in. Crépeau was completely on his own there, just hoping for an offside flag to come up.
It did not.
And the header ends up missed there.
Goodness me, wide open for Otamendi. Let's see. Yeah, he would have been offside. So they're rightfully upset, the Canadians.
A reminder, the United States getting their Copa America campaign underway Sunday against Bolivia. AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Coverage starting at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Kickoff at 6 Eastern. And a giveaway and a chance that Crepeau is able to make his 5th save of the game on.
Messi's down. Messi came up limping at the end of that play. I don't know what happened. Oh boy. Because he had joined into the attack there with Lautaro Martinez.
And the athletic training staff is coming out now.
Was it there? I mean, he takes a little bit of contact on that tackle. So it was from that. So he was able to, oh yeah, on the side of his foot there. Bombito catching him with a strong tackle. And watch it here. Look at Bombito, extends, goes through the ball, and then catches Messi on the boot. It's one of those unfortunate soccer plays where Bombito, you can see very clearly, hit full contact on that ball, but it was his follow-through and his momentum. He went so hard into that challenge and then ends up catching Messi on the cleat. You would have seen this, I think, rise to the potential for serious foul play and a red card if he caught Messi higher up the leg. I think the fact that he ends up catching him on the cleat like that, and you're not going to see any retroactive VAR getting involved right now and issuing it for red card. Well, maybe, no, this was going back to that last one. It scared us with the VAR popping up on the screen. This is where I felt like there was, it doesn't look like there was enough contact. It was definitely a foul when we saw the other angle, but it was more so where on the field it was, which was outside the box.
So a little bit of a scare there, but it looks like Messi's going to re-enter. Lisandro Martinez lost it for a moment, but it's picked immediately back up by Lo Celso. Then McAllister takes the foul. And Ismael Kone, who just was shown a yellow card a moment ago, walking away and avoiding eye contact with referee Jesus Valenzuela. Another free kick for Argentina.
Messi is going to take this free kick. He looks like he's up and moving. Ankle, jarring his knee, whatever it is. I'm interested to see as this tournament goes on. Lionel Scaloni had talked a little bit about managing his minutes potentially. And this is a guy that you never want to take off the field. Didn't come off the field in the World Cup. Played every single minute for Argentina. And moved to that World Cup final victory.
Well, they're going to get Kone out of there on the yellow card with that tackle. And Liam Miller's going to come off as well. And it'll be Jonathan Osorio, his 73rd appearance for Canada, 8th all time, and Jason Russell-Rowe, the Columbus crew, who come on. And now the ensuing free kick from Messi, and again free right in front that Crepeau making a late recovery on.
I mean, what's going on with the marking here for Canada? It's the exact same thing. Exact same free kick. Either they're trying to draw them offside, but clearly this time Cornelius drops, so he keeps them onside. And once again, at the end of this play, ball comes up, and it's the same man.
So Otamendi twice has sort of snuck in there on those.
And this time
Otamendi,
I think he was onside. I think he was onside. We didn't get a look this time on the replay down the line. But instead of trying to take that one first time after missing the last one first time, he tries to take a touch. It was a heavy touch, and Crepeau was able to do enough to put him off.
Russell-Rowe, his first touch is miscontrolled out. 4 minutes plus stoppage time here. Argentina preparing 2 more substitutions as Lisandro Martinez couldn't get on the end of that throw. Osorio's first touch for Eustachio. Neely is trying to fizz it forward. It's popped in the air. Davies lurking. Lena just trying to settle it backwards and does for Emiliano Martinez. I mean, pending what happens here the next couple of minutes, is there a moral victory to be taken for Canada, all things considered?
No, we're going to take a lot of positives from this game for sure. The way in which they created chances, the way in which they frustrated Argentina at moments. But as I said, John, this very well could be 4-0. Messi's missed 2 breakaways 1v1. How often are you betting on that?
So good tackle there on Schaffelberg to win it back.
And yet, they could have scored a couple as well. So, you know, we have to be fair to Canada and that they could have converted a couple of their chances. But I think they're lucky just to be 1-0.
5 saves tonight for Maxime Crépeau. You see the remaining schedule. Argentina, including a rematch with Chile in the same stadium in which they played the 2016 Copa America final. Chile won on penalties. Messi in the middle, rolls it right through the center, and that one's in! Argentina finally get their second. It's Lautaro Martinez who slams the door.
A sublime move, and it's Lionel Messi with the last pass. You just see as he's driving at this back line, Lautaro Martinez times his run to stay onside. This time Cornelius was too far out, disconnected from the back line. But of course, there's no pressure. You got to back up a little bit. You can't go out and engage with that much time with Lionel Messi to dissect the defense. Nutmeg on Crépeau, and Lautaro Martinez off the bench. 3 goals in the Copa America. Last time they won in 2021. And he's off to a flying start here in his first match with 1 goal. Great pass, though. The timing, but also the weight of the ball means that he can take it first time. And it's such a great finish from Martinez. And look, we'd said that Canada were fortunate to be down just 1, but now it's 2. And still some time for a couple more here. What a finish.
And they'll make the subs now. Gonzalo Montiel, the man who hit the winning penalty in the shootout in the World Cup final. Facing Nahuel Molina. Nicolas Tagliafico is on as well as Acuna makes way. For Lautaro Martinez, the 25th man in Argentina's history, I should say the 8th man in Argentina's history to hit 25 goals. It is interesting if it's a battle between he and Julian Alvarez for that starting spot up front, along with guys like Messi and Di Maria. They each have scored tonight.
You've got a battle between a guy from Inter Milan and Manchester City. It's champagne problems.
For Lionel Messi, extending his own record, 18 career Copa America assists. Eustachio sends the free kick in deep at the back post. Who did that come off last? And it is a decisive decision this time from Jesus Valenzuela, the referee, out for a Canada corner. But we certainly saw Copa America 3 years ago and at the World Cup a year and a half ago. This Argentina lineup will morph and shift because of all the options that Lionel Scaloni has. That was in for Johnson at the near post. We have 5 added minutes here. The opening game of Copa America, Argentina. And they need to stake a claim as one of the best men's international teams of all time. Well, Davies there.
Yeah.
It's a tough tackle by Lo Celso, and Alphonso Davies goes down. And if Argentina really don't want to see Messi down hurt, Canada really don't want to see Alphonso Davies
late
down
tackle,
hurt.
definitely a yellow card there for Lo Celso.
Now will sweep that one forward. Beto able to reset it back as he gets knocked down. Schaffelberg looking for space. Schaffelberg took the deflection. Emiliano Martinez able to react and go down and make his second save of the game.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine save from Martinez initially. And Schaffelberg, a little bit of hesitation. Gets Montiel off balance, and then the strike at goal takes that deflection, but a quick reaction from Martinez. A little look at just how tight that offside on that last goal was, but as I said before, it was such great timing from Lautaro Martinez, to make room for the run and the pass. Just by backing up a touch, he made a couple of movements to his left, and then the quick acceleration into the gap. First time finish, 2-0.
Good work there in the end by Lautaro Martinez to chase it down and knock it out, and he's going to bump chests with Richie Lorea at the end of it. They're going to be separated. But to finish the thought, the opportunity for Argentina to win back-to-back Copa America titles either side of a World Cup, that would be similar to that Spain team that went back-to-back at the Euros 2008 and 2012, either side of the 2010 World Cup. It's an opportunity the next few weeks for Argentina to stake their claim as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, men's international teams of all time. They can go 3 straight major tournaments with victories. And certainly Brazil have something to say about that. Colombia haven't been beaten in 2 years. Uruguay in the USA's group, and that was just misplayed in the air by Bombito. It takes 2 different deflections, and it will come out for a corner.
That traveled a long way in the air. It was a nice ball from Martinez. Hit it first time to find Tagliafico.
Ends up being taken short with about 2 minutes to go here. Is this what you were expecting, all things considered, from Argentina tonight?
Look, I think you would have been pretty hard-pressed to find somebody who didn't think Argentina were going to score tonight. They did. They could have had more. Canada could have had one. It would have been interesting if Canada had equalized, what we would have seen, what response we would have had from Argentina. But it was really just some poor finishing in moments from Argentina that this game isn't a lot worse than it is. I've said it a couple of times. A good performance from Canada in the sense that they can learn. They had some good moments. This is still a team in transition like we've talked about. But I think there would be a few people that tuned in, having not seen Canada for a while, saying, wow, this team is hanging with Argentina.
Messi took a two-handed shove in the back there.
Well, Messi's missed 2 breakaways. What's the odds he sticks a free kick in the top corner now?
As it happened, that's the exact question we asked Maxime Crépeau about in our chat a couple weeks ago. What do you do in these moments? What's going through your head? And he said, just save the ball. Save the ball. Said Messi's left foot is deadly. He can put it anywhere, so you have to stay honest. But it's something that has run through Maxime Crépeau's head plenty.
Said with a little smile on his face too, didn't it?
Yep.
That's what I asked him. I said, what's going through your head as a keeper when the greatest player of all time is standing over a free kick, the greatest free kick taker of all time? And from this type of distance, it gives him so many options here. He can go left, he can go right because it's centrally, which means that Crépeau has to trust his wall now. That wall is going to be central. He can't really cheat to one side or the other. They're going to have bodies in front of him. So a neat little moment here to end the game, and for Lionel Messi, maybe just to finish this one off with the nightcap.
Go past Iran's Ali Daei for the second most goals.
You're seeing this more, by the way.
Soccer history.
You're seeing the wall in front of the wall. That's to distract the goalkeeper so he can't see the ball.
Or is it all a decoy for Rodrigo de Paul? No, it's Messi, and it's a comfortable save in the end. 6 of the night for Maxime Crépeau. And as he punts it forward, that's how the opening night of Copa America ends. Argentina opening up the defense of their title with a 2-0 win over Jesse Marsh's Canada. And a great month to come as we send you back to Rob Stone in our Los Angeles studio. It finishes here in Atlanta. Argentina 2, Canada 0.
All right, Sons of a Pitch, Soccer Central. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Dan, great to see you, my man. Great to see you. Luke, dude, nice to meet you, too. Love what you're doing there, man. Love it. Keep it up with Pro Sports Productions. Get it done, man. I'll get you that super chat. I owe you one. I went to send you one. I'm like, oh, shit, I can't. Soon. Keep it up. You'll be there real quick. Who else? Man, Connor, dude, great to see you. Jose Deluz, cheers. Go Canada. Who else do we have hang out with us tonight? A couple other people in the chat that I didn't know, and that was it. All right, and there was, of course, my boy Tom and my amazing wife, Allison. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I just looked at 3, and there you are, walking around, chilling, having a good time. Enjoy yourselves, and I love you guys so much. I miss you. And yeah, guys, it was a lot of fun tonight. A valiant effort by Canada. I was impressed with what they did tonight. I really was. They looked good. They looked. I mean, they were in it the whole first half. They were right there. Second half came out, and you take your eye off the prize. Halftime can kill a team like Canada against a team like Argentina, because you just kind of lose that 1 second of intensity, and if you lose that, you're done. So off against Chile, I guess, next for Canada, and Argentina. I don't even know who they're playing next. But thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Lots of fun. A great night here for Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central. Great night. Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. I'll do the, I think I got the Canada game, or the USA game. I'm going to try and do all the USA and Mexico games, as well as all the Canada games here. So we'll see. But thanks for hanging again. Good night.
Can look at and be very proud of and to kind of build on. Keep in mind, this is still a tournament, and so all that really matters is the result. Yes, there are long-term goals, but I think that there's plenty to build on. But I think there's also an element of risk that Canada accepted. I'm not sure that that's sustainable in the long term, and from an attacking perspective, I think they lack going forward. But losing to Argentina for any team in the world isn't the worst thing in the world. And I think for that man right there and for this team right now, they'll go back and they will look, like I said, they'll kind of segment it out in parts and use the good parts to go on in this tournament and look at the bad parts and say, we can't do that, especially when it comes to some of the risky play.
What do you think Lionel Messi is saying to himself right now after this outing?
Keep going, keep doing what we're doing. I mean, he took some knocks, but he's tough. He stayed on his feet. He created chances. Their team looked dangerous the whole game. He's got to feel good. Got an assist tonight. Also helped create the other goal that led to Alvarez and Alistair getting fouled. So I think he's got to be feeling good. They're the team that has all the confidence, and they're just going to continue to grow as this tournament goes on.
I think it's just the mindset of just one game at a time. I mean, they know at the World Cup, they lost their first match against Saudi Arabia and then just kind of grinded through. So I think, with this, it wasn't easy for them in the beginning against Canada, and it's going to just be one game at a time.
And also what's really good is their two strikers got goals, and you need them to have confidence in Alvarez and Latura. So that's good for them going forward.
We're in the midst of these two tournaments that are going on, and all tournaments take on a life of their own. And this is obviously early days, first game, incredible crowd. But I think, you saw some of the tenacity and you saw some of the physical nature on the field. I think that was good. I think it was fun to see going forward. And I think that there is a texture to this tournament that's going to be different than the Euros, just as entertaining. We saw goals and we saw stars show up. And we saw an incredible environment, and we'll hope that continues on through the rest of this tournament.
67 touches for Messi, 1 assist. Let's take a look at some of the moments of the match from Messi. And I think he's going to walk away, Carly, from this one saying, I should have 2 goals and an assist.
You often don't see Messi miss these chances. I mean, just unbelievable skill here. Wants to lift it over the defender and just can't get anything in the back of the net. But just a phenomenal day from him. I mean, he created those chances. He's active, lively, still got pace. He's still got it.
Scary moment right there, 87th minute. Looked like a clash of knees, and then this assist right here. That's his 18th career Copa America assist.
But the weight on that pass, just beautiful in terms of the timing. I mean, yes, he still has it. And, at times people are trying to take him out and his legs, and he rides through tackles. It's an amazing thing to watch.
So Argentina victorious, getting both goals in the second half. Arturo Martinez.
All right, well, I'm going to let this post game actually run for a few minutes, because I'm actually going to listen to it a bit, because I think it was a great game. I think Canada did good tonight, yeah. So I'm going to let this run here for a little bit. Luke, cheers, bro. Love it, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for checking us out. Appreciate that super chat, man. Big shout out to PSP. So again, go guys, SO Peeps, go check out PSP, Pro Sports Productions. All right, I am going to do a little bit of work down here, listen to the post game with you, and cheers, everybody.
Why would he even come to this?
Live free, eat Sonic.
You wanna live free?
People who come to Cricut stay with Cricut.
I'm a full-time artist and business owner. I love that Cricut helps me share my artwork, create content, and stay in touch with customers.
Nationwide 5G is a beautiful thing. Smile, you're on Cricut.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, or Blackstone, and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Every Saturday, your game is on Fox. Because here, we got the swag, the scoops, the smiles, the steals. We got the pop, the rips, the threads, the wheels. We got the slides, the kicks, the shovels, the feels. Wow. Because Saturdays on Fox, we got you. No big deal.
The Summer of Stars continues tomorrow with live coverage of the Euros and Copa America on Fox and FS1.
Guys, how frustrating is it to find a great pair of jeans? Too tight here, too loose there, too long there? Standard jeans use just 2 measurements. Tailor custom jeans use 7 different measurements to give you the perfect fit. Your phone can measure you right now. Download the Tailor app on iOS or Android. Choose from hundreds of styles. Tailor measures you digitally and is 20% more accurate than a professional tailor. With free shipping and a money-back guarantee, get your new favorite pair of jeans today. Tailor, available on the Apple App Store or Android.
Jerry goes off-grid almost every weekend, but now, a Friday last-minute meeting? Otter has Jerry covered with an AI meeting assistant to take notes and capture action items, so Jerry can go camping and be ready for Monday. Sign up for free. Visit otter.ai or download the app.
Yeah, I'm up on the cloud, ain't coming back down.
First you hear it, then you feel it. That's the crunchy, melt-in-your-mouth feeling of rich toasted chips.
A good feeling.
This is the chance to raise the profile of our national team. This could be the best U.S. team that we have ever had.
Grit, determination, pride, and heart. The Americans are back.
The first task for Christian Pulisic and company, advancing out of Group C. You see their schedule right there. The Americans grouped up with Bolivia, Panama, and 15-time winners Uruguay. They open up Sunday on Bart Simpson Fox as they meet Bolivia. Rob Stone, Clint Dempsey, Carly Lloyd, Alexi Lawless back here with you on night 1 from the Copa America. 5 times Argentina has won back-to-back Copa Americas, and their quest to pull the double for a 6th time got off to a more challenging start than most anticipated. 0-0 into the halftime locker room. Everybody there trying to get a glimpse of the Magic Man, the icon. Pick things up. 49th minute, different second half for Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, a great waiting ball here from Messi. Alistair puts his body on the line, and it falls to Alvarez, who has a great finish there. Got him off to a great start, especially after that frustrating first half. But look, it's all about the run that Alvarez makes and then the weight of the pass from Messi. And Alistair being willing to put his body on the line, sacrifice himself, and yeah.
Take one for the team, McAllister.
Wow.
That sacrifice.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming. Bam! 50th minute.
More opportunities for Argentina. Quick turn, quick shot. Canada much better in the first half. Second half, Argentina just kept piling on the pressure. Look at this long ball out of the back. My goodness.
I mean, his distribution, Martinez,
right?
Unbelievable.
Pinpoint over long distances. And boy, Messi thought he had him. That classic little stop and cut. And Cornelius in the 79th minute.
Again, over the top, wide open spaces. Messi in, everyone's excited. This is going to happen. Wait, what, was it a save? What? No, he just missed the entire goal.
Martinez could have had 2 assists by now.
Mm-hmm.
More. You want more? Okay. Messi wins the ball. And Lautaro Martinez misses the shot. But look at this hit he takes. Everyone held their breath for a little bit, but the man, he's not indestructible, but
Magic spray came out for that one. We were like, where is it?
The hits he takes, though, it's just amazing.
And still keeps his balance and still keeps going. And then this touch.
I mean, what a ball. Martinez coming off the bench. It was between him and Alvarez, who was going to be starting. and they both collected goals tonight. But just look at this pass, the weight of it.
Great run, great finish.
Great
to
run.
The legs.
Great celebration as well.
Shots were 7-7 at the half, a 12-3 shot advantage in the second half as Argentina moves on with the win. Busy day tomorrow over in Germany at Euro 2024. Slovakia, Ukraine fire things up. Then Poland meeting Austria live right here on FS1. And the Netherlands and France meeting on Fox. Kylian Mbappe hoping to play with that broken nose he suffered in the opener. And here was his manager, Didier Deschamps, earlier today.
I try to have discussions with the players who are going to be starting the game, players who are not going to be starting the game, and now everybody is ready. We're a whole group. You have to manage the group. And it was the same with the first match with people who were starting and people who are going to be on the bench. Everybody needs to be ready. So I don't think this is anything special. Managing the group is the same at this game for me and for my staff.
All right, let's do some junior detective work right here. You listen to those words. There's the images already of Mbappe at training with the mask on, a French flag mask that we've been told he cannot wear that mask. But the impressions you're getting is we're going to see him play tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a situation where the coach is just trying to keep his cards close to his chest. But if he's out there jogging around, I broke my nose before, and you have an opportunity to play in a major competition, you're going to get out there and play.
You didn't wear a mask, though, with that broken nose, did you?
I mean, it was already broke, so
it's not Clint Dempsey style.
It's still a little bit crooked. I mean, you had to get special masks over these big old bug eyes I got. But
well, there's some big eye openings there for Mbappe as well.
I mean,
pretty cool mask.
Yeah, right. And they're the French, so at some point they're going to make it cool and chic, you know, mask chic. It's going to be at a runway later on this year. But I wouldn't surprise me if he does get on the field at some point, you know, whether it's breathing or his eyesight, he just rips it off and continues on.
But I think no way he's not playing.
But I think it will affect the way he plays. Maybe he doesn't go up for some of those headers that you might see because it does mess with you a little bit. I kind of felt that when I was in Brazil. But then you finally start getting used to it as you go on, and you feel like you can take more risks, just like with any other injury. But I think initially he'll be a little bit hesitant.
Well, we saw the video of him just smashing it, right? Like, all right, let's self-test the sturdiness and the strength of this mask as he's banging it in there. And my guess is he's going to play, and eventually that mask is going to be unstrapped and thrown away. We'll find out in live time as France has Netherlands tomorrow on Fox. Today here on FS1, it was Argentina getting a strong second-half performance. They are victorious 2-0, a shutout for Emi Martinez. And here is his post-game reaction.
Dibu, congratulations on the win. Was it a tougher game than you expected?
No, we knew it was going to be hard. You know, they knew in the Copa America the pitch wasn't great. You know, it was very bumpy. In all the areas, it was hard for us. We like the pitch to be quite slippery and quick for our game, our style of the game. But listen, this team wants more. We're not satisfied yet. We go game by game, and we can go all the way.
Now on to Chile. With all the history you guys have against them, what can you expect from that game?
We just want to enjoy today, you know, have a fun together all tonight, and then tomorrow we think about Chile.
Thank you.
Anna, thank you, with the Aston Villa keeper who gets the shutout and Argentina getting the 2-0 win. Next up, they head East Coast. They are in East Rutherford, New Jersey for their next game on Tuesday. So Argentina getting the win as we all expected. Fair to say that was a little tougher than maybe they were planning on, Carly?
I think that, you know, as we heard Martinez say, I think they expected a Canadian side to come out, new coach, they're physical, you know, a little unsure of the style of play that they were going to come out with. But I think that, you know, they knew that it was going to be a grind, and that first game in a major tournament is always a tough one. You know, you're both kind of trying to suss out each other, and I thought it was overall a good win.
Just one game to open things up with Copa America. Night 2 tomorrow. Also just one game as the Copa America resumes with day 2. Chile, remember, they lifted the trophy the last time the tournament was held in the U.S. back in 2016. They defeated Argentina in the final, and they begin their campaign against Peru. You can see that one live, 7 Eastern, tomorrow night live right here on FS1. Atlanta, the host, for the opener of the second ever Copa America to be staged here in the United States. And Di Maria was denied, as was all of Argentina in the first half. Repo was so solid, but strong second half. And the world champs, the #1 ranked team in the world, getting the 2-0 win. We'll see you early tomorrow morning for the Euros.
Someone smells too fresh. Did she take my Old Spice Total Body Deodorant with 24/7 freshness and use it on her pits, toes, and down belows? How could you?
Right now, you can get a free footlong at Subway. Just buy any footlong in the app and get one free. Just scan the QR code and enter promo code FLBOGO. It only works from the other side of the screen, buddy.
You still got a landline in your house.
Order now on the Subway app.
I'm out here telling people how they can save money.
All right, back on here. Where's the webcam? There's the webcam. All right, this stupid webcam. I gotta tighten this thing. Ah, there you are. All right, so right now I only have the mic on. Let me start up Discord. Okay, let me add the right one to this scene. Actually, you know what? Let's go to this. Let's just go to the one that it's going to be on. All right. Here I am. Okay. Where is the thing that I need to turn that off? Because YouTube does not like it when you show somebody else's sub count. I did that on Sons of a Bitch the other day, and they gave me a warning. Yeah, I think that's what that was about. Okay, so there's Discord. I'm connected. Now, where is this stupid little sound? Open soundboard. Okay, let me turn the radio on real quick, Bell, so that I got a game going like it will be going tomorrow night. Cats are talking. Okay, where the hell did it go? Alright, MLB schedule. Thank you, Bella. I appreciate your help.
With a single and a fly out to right.
Okay, there's the radio. I got the mic going.
We're in the fifth. Adames with a dozen homers. And the pitch. Ground ball foul outside of third. Ball to strike on Willie Adames. Leads the team with 52 runs batted in, trying to inch the Brewers closer. Down by 3 in the fifth inning. Yelich, a good lead over at first. Mazur deals, and it's fouled away. Fastball up in the zone. Brewers have been very aggressive on fastballs up today against Mazur. Trying to extend the inning. And the pitch. And a fly ball to deep center. Back is...
Turn the desktop audio off. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking to... we're going to be talking to Jordan from Sick Kids on here. Let me turn the Discord audio is on and ready to go. Let's see what the sound is. Jordan, how are you tonight, sir? It's not picking that up. Did you hear a dog, or not a dog, you can probably hear the dog barking up there, but could you hear a Duck quacking. Golf clap. Why is there no audio from Discord? Okay. Yeah, this is weird. Let me try. Yeah. Alright, well, I don't know. Turn off microphone. Deafen. Oh. Alright, yeah, Bill, I don't know. I'm going to have to try this out. I'm going to have to figure this out. Alright. Thank you, Bella. Appreciate it. Everybody else, funny story about this picture. I think this was actually the game that me and my mom went to. Because the Leafs were winning, and I think the Panthers ended up coming back and winning. Love you too, Belle. Thank you so much. And we will talk to you guys real soon. Back to SOP over here. Boom. All right. Mike.
Swing and a miss at a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 0-1. Maury Hone is making his 23rd appearance, a 2.40 ERA. 3 more strikeouts than innings pitched, and a swing and a miss, 98 on the inner part of the plate. 33 Ks in 30 innings for Maury Hone. 4 2/3 for the starter Mazer. Maury Hone's pitch to Frelick, and it's fouled at home plate. Campusano, I don't know how there wasn't catcher's interference. There was such a late swing from Sal Frelick. It almost felt as if he picked the ball clean out of the glove of Campusano. 2 strikes and nothing. Maury Hone deals, and he missed low and away with a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sal Frelick. Trying to get Rhys Hoskins to the plate, who's on deck. Big 2-run homer by Willie Adames. Getting the Brewers closer. The pitch. Little chopper. Third base side. Tough play. Kim has it. Throws on the run. Not in time. Frelick beat it out. Very close play. Mike Schiltz going to take another look at it. And we'll see if they want to challenge, and they will. Kim with an unbelievable play, and the Padres are going to take another look with the folks back in New York.
San Diego's challenging this call safe call at first base.
Andy Fletcher, our crew chief. All replay reviews.